Hey there guys, so today we're going to be talking about the dot filter method. Alright, so to get your mind around dot filter, what I would suggest is you think back to what an actual filter is. Essentially, a filter is something that cleans the water before it gets to you. So if you think about water, it's dirty, it might have rocks, it might have salt in it. What a filter will do, it'll grab your water and purify it and only give you the clean version of the water so you can drink it. Now, inside JavaScript, it does something very similar, but with JavaScript types. So, for example, when I have an array, which dot filter is array method, it only works on arrays. When I have an array, I can filter out certain values that I want doing a test, and based on that test, it will pass or fail, and it will give me a new array with all the elements that passed. In dot filter, we also have index like we have in dot map, but in all the time I've been programming, I've never needed to use the index in dot filter, so I'm not going to explain how to use it. Now, let's get right into it. Alright, so first, let's look at the application that I have. So this is what it looks like. Actually, let me refresh this a bit. This is what it looks like when I haven't set any tests for my dot filters, right? Let's get straight into it. Here is the code, and this is the code that's producing it. So, the first thing we want to do is, and you can pause the video and go work on the code yourself. The link will be in the description. The first thing I want to do is create, bring back the list of a number, only the numbers that are higher than 30. Okay, I'll give you some time to do that. Good luck. Right, I'm gonna get straight into it. Pause the video if you need to. So the way I would do that is, right now I'm just asking it to return number if the number is a number. So if it's just a thing, if it just exists. Now I'm gonna say, hey, I want you to return numbers that are greater than 30. I save this, and it should only return the two numbers that are greater than 30. Nicely done, it does. Now I can do the inverse and ask it to return numbers that are less than 30, and yeah, there we go. Now with the next one, you can also have a pause, have a think about it, go ahead and do it, links in the description. I'm just gonna get right into it. So it's asking me to only return true values, so that's what I want to do. I want it so it only returns the true values. That's cool. I'm gonna just remove this piece of code, and then when I refresh, it should just remove true. Right now I'm saying, hey, only return the values that are actually true. Again, I can do the inverse and ask it to return all the values that are just false. So that's when I was asking it to return booleans. Now I'm gonna get into what is more realistic. You'll have an application with a user, and that user will be an object, and then you want to sort of filter out the user's object. So these are some characters from Hunter x Hunter. As you can see, they all have these stats. So I'm gonna ask to return. So right now I'm just asking it to return all the hunters, but now I'm gonna ask it to return hunter dot stats dot strength that is, let's say, greater than 6. And then if I refresh, you see I have all the hunters here, but if I refresh, and as you can see, 2 hunters are missing. I can even add different elements to it, add more, so I can then look at, okay, let's do more for this test, and the hunter stats also have to be, the speed has to be greater than 6 as well. And then if we refresh again, oh wait, no, I think all the hunters have speeds that, right, let's do 7, because all of the hunters there do have speeds that are greater than 6. And as you can see, only 2 hunters are now left remaining. So that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot. Please like, subscribe, leave any feedback. Any feedback's appreciated, and I just hope you have a nice day.